You're watching NCN in high definition.
Essequibo is Guyana's.
Let's cooperate for Guyana.
Good evening to all our viewers. Coming up in the news tonight, President Ali calls for unity, promises full investigation into MV Bereimma tragedy. Amerindian leaders highlight progress, set agenda ahead of National Tushau's conference. Police search Azruddin Mohammed's property as Fagundes murder investigation deepens. And in sport, ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League team arrives this evening for Thursday's bowl-off. This is the Monday, July 20 edition of the NCN News. I am Jarrell Bryan. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we begin with a solemn update on the MV Bereimma tragedy. The wreck of the vessel has been located, marking a significant breakthrough in the ongoing recovery operation. Authorities are now expected to intensify efforts at the site as investigators work to determine what led to the disaster. The MV Bereimma capsized on Saturday while traveling from Georgetown to Port Kaituma in Region 1, triggering one of Guyana's largest maritime search and rescue operations involving the Guyana Defense Force, the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, private vessels, fisherfolk, and other emergency response agencies. The tragedy has so far claimed 10 lives, while 67 people have been rescued. Search and recovery efforts remain ongoing as authorities continue working to account for everyone believed to have been on board. As the nation continues to mourn the devastating MV Bereimma tragedy, President Dr. Irfaan has assured Guyanese that the government is leaving no stone unturned in the search and recovery operation, with every available resource deployed and agencies working tirelessly around the clock. The president also announced that a full, thorough, and independent investigation will be launched to establish exactly what led to the disaster and ensure accountability. Appealing for national unity during this time of grief, President Ali urged citizens to keep the victims, survivors, their families, and rescue teams in their prayers, stressing that compassion must prevail over division.
Let compassion and support, not division, guide our words and actions. We owe it to every passenger aboard the MV Bereimma, those who have been rescued, those who have been lost, and those who remain unaccounted for, to come together in unity, solidarity, and purpose as we undertake the mammoth task that still lies before us.
The head of state also announced that the government will soon declare a national period of mourning to honor those who lost their lives and all those affected by the tragedy. Now that the wreckage has been located, search and recovery efforts have entered a new phase. A 15-member team from the French Armed Forces has arrived in Essequibo to support the ongoing operation. Led by Lieutenant Commander Alexis Toubol, the contingent comprises 12 specialist divers, 2 medics, and 1 mechanic, who will work alongside local teams to assist with the recovery effort. On the regional front, CARICOM and individual countries like Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Jamaica have expressed profound sorrow over the MV Bereimma tragedy, offering condolences and solidarity to the government and people of Guyana. Trinidad and Tobago has also pledged tangible support. Prime Minister Kamla Bissessar announced the deployment of air and naval assets, along with personnel from the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force to assist Guyana's ongoing search, rescue, and recovery operations following Saturday night's maritime disaster. Earlier today, President Dr. Irfaan traveled to Bereimma and Port Kaituma to stand with survivors and the families of those still missing following the MV Bereimma tragedy. The president also visited patients at the Bereimma Regional Hospital, where he offered words of comfort and reassurance to those recovering from the ordeal. Reaffirming the government's unwavering commitment to every affected family, President Ali pledged continued support as search and recovery efforts press on. He later joined residents in a move-in prayer service, standing in solidarity with grieving families and communities united in hope, faith, and mourning. Meanwhile, authorities have moved swiftly to ensure accountability. The entire Transport and Harbors Department team responsible for the loading, dispatch, and operation of the MV Bereimma have been suspended, pending the outcome of the investigation. Prime Minister, Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, said the decision is intended to protect the integrity of the inquiry and ensure a transparent, impartial investigation into the circumstances surrounding the tragedy.
Let me be absolutely clear. Where negligence, misconduct, or criminal wrongdoing is established, those responsible will face the full force of the law. There will be no exemptions and no tolerance for actions that place innocent lives at risk.
Minister of Public Works Juan Edghill meanwhile described the inaccurate passenger manifest as criminal, saying the discrepancies have severely hampered the search and rescue operation by making it difficult for authorities to determine exactly how many people were on board the vessel.
One word, we can't excuse it, mischief. Mischief. And I said earlier, that's why I'm outraged. There's a traffic manager that manages the Kingston Goods Wharf. There's a superintendent that is responsible for loading the vessel, whether it's cargo or passengers. And then there's an officer responsible for revenue. Because if you're putting on cargo, you got to pay for it. And if persons are going on the boat, they got to be paid. So I've already indicated to the general manager and the chairman of the Transport and Harbors Advisory Board that those persons are now the subject of an investigation.
Support for survivors and grieving families is also being strengthened. The Ministry of Human Services and Social Security continues to provide trauma counseling and psychosocial support to survivors and families affected by the tragedy. The subject minister, Dr. Vindya Prasad, said the ministry activated its emergency response immediately after the incident, deploying social workers, psychologists, and child protection officers to regions 1 and 2.
And we will continue to provide that psychosocial support that is so desperately needed at this time. We understand that many persons are still looking out for those who are still out there, and our heart breaks for them. And I join with our Prime Minister, the members of Cabinet, His Excellency, in offering prayers, our love, as we continue to search, as we continue to hope, and as we continue not to give up that hope.
The minister said trained teams have been offering counseling, emotional support, and reassurance to families as they navigate the uncertainty of the ongoing search and recovery effort.
We also deployed social workers and child protection officers to Region 2, to the charity hospital, to make sure that throughout the ordeal, those survivors who were rescued right as they arrived, we had our social workers offering comfort, support, and counseling, and specifically trauma-focused counseling, grief counseling, and even as that was happening, along with me, there were social workers at the Guyana with families, again offering that level of support.
Dr. Prasad acknowledged the anguish of families still awaiting news of their loved ones, assuring them that the ministry will continue to stand with them, providing care and support for as long as it is needed. When the news returns, Vice President Dr. Barry Jaggio meets with Indigenous leaders ahead of the opening of the National Tushaus Council Conference tomorrow, as this year's gathering focuses on empowering leadership and building sustainable village economies. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a way to stay cool this summer? Look no further than the RCA air conditioner. This powerful unit is on sale now for only $74,999, VAT inclusive, at ACH Inc. The RCA air conditioner has Wi-Fi, so you can control it from anywhere. It also comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty on parts and labor. Get your RCA air conditioner today, ACH Inc., where you can stay cool and save money.
They're scampering through for the single. Is this the victory? Yes, it is. Wherever we play, the energy lives.
ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League.
All right, guys, we got rice, we got beans. Today we are doing a cook-up rice. This is distributed by BPATS, and you can find this in stores nationwide. Corn, beans, all the good stuff.
Honestly, when I first started, I didn't really think of myself as a leader. But then I joined ExxonMobil Guyana, and little by little, year by year, I grew into that role. Watching the next generation learn, then seeing them build their careers in the oil and gas industry and at ExxonMobil Guyana has been incredibly rewarding. Seeing so many young women who remind me of myself when I first started and knowing that I played a small part in their journey is what Build Her really means to me. Build Her, building the future of energy in Guyana.
Guyana, August 1st is Emancipation Day. Come to the National Park and celebrate with the African Cultural Development Association ACTA at Emancipation Festival 33. Come celebrate with performances by Guyana's best local acts and a spectacular finale by our international guests. Come for the African food, music, history, storytelling, and all things African. Gates open at 10 a.m. sharp. Children under 12, free. Adults, $1,000 before 3 p.m., $2,000 after. Let's celebrate the eons of African contributions to the world. Harambe, we all pull together.
Building or renovating anytime soon? Be sure to check us out at Unique Electrical for all domestic, commercial and industrial electrical supplies. We offer an extensive range of products such as cables, panels, breakers, lamps, bulbs, trunking, conduits and fittings, changeover switches, bus bars, transformers, etc. at affordable prices. Be sure to give us a call on 225-2250 or visit us at 238 South Road Border for all your electrical needs.
At Tulsi Prasad, we believe in strength down to the core. We produce and supply steel that meets strict ASTM standards right here at home. Our team knows the work, helping builders, contractors, and do-it-yourselfers find what they need fast. Used in everything from marine vessels to construction and mining. Tulsi Steel, holding its own in every industry. We're building Guyana strong, right down to the core. Tulsi Prasad Limited, built to last, built to endure.
Welcome back to the NCN News. We just watched a press conference hosted by Prime Minister retired Brigadier Mark Phillips as he provided an update on the MV Bereimma tragedy. 69 persons have been rescued and 27 bodies recovered. Meanwhile, the government has introduced new measures to help families identify victims from the tragedy, as search and rescue operations continue to bring everyone home. Photographs of recovered bodies will be displayed to families at assistance centers in Guyana, Port Kaituma, Mabaruma, and Sodi Hospital, allowing relatives to identify their relatives. Authorities have also confirmed that DNA testing may be used to identify persons. The Prime Minister said the government remains fully committed to the operation with all available resources deployed to ensure that those who are still missing are found and returned safely. Meanwhile, earlier today, Vice President Dr. Barry Jagdeo met with Indigenous leaders from communities across Guyana at the Artichon Conference Center ahead of the opening of the National Tushaus Council Conference. The meeting gave Tushaus the opportunity to raise issues affecting their communities, with particular attention given to the MV Bereimma tragedy. Dr. Jagdeo reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting the families and communities impacted by the disaster. The conference, which opens tomorrow under the theme Empowering Leadership While Building Sustainable Village Economies Through Inclusive Partnership, will bring together Indigenous leaders from across the country to discuss development priorities, governance, and opportunities for sustainable growth. Meanwhile, the Tushaus highlighted major achievements in their communities while outlining key priorities for further development. Speaking with NCN, several village leaders pointed to transformative projects made possible through the government's Low Carbon Development Strategy, LCDS, while identifying infrastructure and education as areas requiring continued investment. More in this Celestine Chacon report.
Several Indigenous leaders spoke with NCN News as they highlighted some of the plans and what's been happening in their villages.
The President Ali government, we were able to achieve many things in our community. Our community started to lift, especially with the low carbon that they give to us in our community, which is 24 million. We started the economical projects.
We have an ICT hub, been benefiting the people. The only what the people are now asking me to is for a better road, for in our village. Which is this is my main issue to raise to NTC.
We have great plans in our camp because we want to build a school. We already built a fowl farm. We also built a Wi-Fi, but it is incomplete because the second phase it is going soon. We finish the second phase this year, right? So we also built a catering center, train girls, and our catering center is going full blast now, you understand? We also got a bus from the government. We got a canter from the government. So things are happening.
A lot of things are done in my village, like infrastructure work. We have some village office we built through LCDS, joinery and block making. Those are the projects that we built through LCDS.
Throughout the week, Tushaus senior councillors and Community Development Council chairpersons will engage President Dr. Finale, government ministers, and representatives of various state agencies on key Indigenous development priorities. The conference is scheduled to conclude on Friday, July 24.
Reporting from the Artichon Conference Center for the NCN News, I'm Celestine Chacon.
Thank you, Celestine. Moving on to business, incentivizing businesses to pursue energy efficiency is a critical part of the energy transition, and the Guyana Energy Agency is seeking to do just that with the rollout of its Energy Champions Award 2026. Find out more about how businesses can benefit from this initiative in our Republic Bank-sponsored Business Report. Through the Guyana Energy Agency's Energy Champions Award, businesses will have the chance to shine as their sustainable energy practices are highlighted. Whether it is solar farms and resource-efficient buildings, or water harvesting and even planting trees, the focus of the award will be on rewarding energy innovation. GEA explained that awards will be presented in 3 categories: large-scale businesses of over 100 employees, medium-scale businesses of between 26 and 100 employees, and small-scale businesses below 26 employees. Companies who fit the criteria are free to be nominated by the companies themselves, industry association, or individuals. Once submitted by August 31, 2026, an independent judging panel of both private and public sector representatives will review the nominations. This latest initiative comes as the government continues to promote renewable energy transition throughout Guyana as a matter of policy guided by the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030. Earlier this year, Prime Minister Mark Phillips, who oversees the energy sector, had noted the importance of Guyana staying on track with the global energy transition.
The global energy transition is one of the greatest transformations of our time. It presents challenges, but it also offers unprecedented opportunities. For Guyana, the path forward is guided by three principles: responsibility, resilience, and sustainability.
And as the Prime Minister had made clear during the Energy Conference and Supply Chain Expo, the decisions Guyanese make today will echo into the future. For NCN Business, Jarrell Bryan. The Guyana Police Force today arrived at the Friendship East Bank Demerara property of U.S.-sanctioned businessman Asruddin Mohammed, who along with his father Nazar Mohammed have been indicted in the United States to carry out a search. According to the police, a search warrant was executed in relation to the murder of Ricardo Fagundes, also known as Paper Shorts. Police assured that legal advice was sought. This comes as investigations into the 2021 murder of Fagundes continues. Just last week, the police detained several persons who were questioned in relation to their ongoing investigation. Mohammed and his father were indicted by a federal grand jury in Miami, Florida, for conspiracy to commit money laundering and wire fraud. As the Guyana Police Force commemorates its 187th anniversary, tributes were paid to the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. The force on Sunday hosted a wreath-laying ceremony at the Fallen but Not Forgotten Heroes Monument at Police Officers Mess Annex, Heath Leary. Here are the details.
Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken on Sunday reaffirmed the force's deep commitment to supporting the families of fallen heroes. Speaking at the wreath-laying ceremony, Hicken said their sacrifices will remain forever etched in history and in the heart of the Guyana Police Force.
The Guyana Police Force remains commitment to supporting the families of the fallen heroes through welfare initiatives include education assistance for their children and financial support for beneficiaries, following a line of duty, ensuring that those left behind are not forgotten.
He also urged members of the force to honor the legacy of those fallen heroes by maintaining an unwavering commitment to serve with courage and lead with integrity. Also speaking on the occasion was Home Affairs Minister Onij Warren, who said that honoring those who have fallen also means protecting those who continue to serve.
Remembrance must be more than ceremony. Remembrance demands responsibility. Calls upon us to ensure that the sacrifices made by these brave officers continue to shape the future of policing in Guyana. That is why the government of Guyana remains steadfast in its commitment to modernizing the Guyana Police Force.
Warren also used the opportunity to reaffirm the government's commitment to strengthening the Guyana Police Force through continued investment in training, technology, equipment, infrastructure, and operational capacity. For NCN News, I am Shemaya Grant.
Thank you, Shemaya. For those viewing the news online, we thank you for watching and good night. The news continues live on television with sport after these messages.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Ready to design your dream jewelry? It's simple with Raj Jewelry. WhatsApp us your design and our skilled jewelers will create it just for you. Stop searching. Start designing. Get the custom piece you've always wanted today. Call us or book your appointment now at 658-5730. Find us at Movietown and Giftland Mall. Raj Jewellery, your vision, our craft.
Honestly, when I first started, I didn't really think of myself as a leader. But then I joined ExxonMobil Guyana, and little by little, year by year, I grew into that role. Watching the next generation learn, then seeing them build their careers in the oil and gas industry and at ExxonMobil Guyana has been incredibly rewarding. Seeing so many young women who remind me of myself when I first started and knowing that I played a small part in their journey is what Build Her really means to me. Build Her, building the future of energy in Guyana.
Ready to turn your passion for beauty into a real career? At Nayeli School of Cosmetology, hands-on training prepares students for the beauty industry from head to toe. Learn hair cutting, coloring, perming and styling. Master manicures, pedicures and acrylic nails. Get certified in waxing from eyebrow shaping to full body services. Build confidence with body massage techniques and step into the world of barbering. Whether the goal is working in a salon or starting a beauty business, this is where it begins. Nayeli School of Cosmetology, 211 New Market Street between Camp and Waterloo Streets, North Cummingsburg. Call 621-8851 or 226-2124. Enroll today at Nayeli School of Cosmetology.
Nature inspired the technology behind Dry Coat by Lanco, a paint that repels moisture, keeping your walls dry and flawless. No stains, no damage, just beautiful protected walls. With Dry Coat, you can choose any color you love and stop humidity in its tracks. Dry Coat by Lanco. Perfect walls, moisture free. The experts recommend Lanco.
Lanco Guyana Inc. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lanco Guyana. Telephone 227-1725 or WhatsApp 743-0348.
They're scampering through for the single. Is this the victory? Yes, it is. Wherever we play, the energy lives.
ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League.
Did you know Guy Super 95 gasoline has an octane rating of 95, the highest rating available in Guyana? This premium fuel is known to enhance the performance of your engine, making it run smoother and more efficiently, leading to better fuel economy and improved performance. Choose Super 95 for more mileage and better overall performance.
With amazing ambience, great food, and great customer service, Hard Rock Cafe is the place to be. Enjoy all-you-can-eat wings on Mondays, karaoke on Tuesdays, double deal Thursdays, and live entertainment on Fridays and Saturdays. Plus, check out their rock shop for amazing merch. Visit Hard Rock Cafe at Movietown from 11 hours to midnight daily. For reservations, contact 502-4736 or 648-8686.
Now for the NCN Sports News. With just about 72 hours before the third ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League bowls off, all 6 participating franchises are expected to arrive in Guyana this evening, as excitement continues to build for the international tournament. Here are the details.
Global Super League Director Jamie Stewart says preparations have gone smoothly with strong ticket sales already recorded, particularly for the Guyana Amazon Warriors opening 2 matches. He expects packed stands and electric atmosphere at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence. Stewart also confirmed that every team is expected to be in Guyana by Monday evening, with each franchise arriving determined to capture the title.
Together really well, coming together really well. Ticket sales have been really strong. You know, the first two matches, Warriors matches, should be the kind of full house and the energy that everyone has come. Look, teams are come in earnest. Everyone should be in by tomorrow, and you know, they're all here to win. There's $1 million on the line.
Beyond the cricket, Stewart believes the tournament is creating a lasting impact by helping to develop Ghana's sports industry. He said the Global Super League is building local capacity in sports administration and event management, creating a pool of professionals capable of delivering major international sporting events.
Internally, I would say this is about developing capacity. You know, the government always talks about developing capacity, whether it be in education and resources and whatnot. We're also using this event to develop sporting capacity. And what you're finding, and as I'm sure you as sports journalists are finding, is the country starting to develop a group of sports professionals and event professionals that can move across these different events that are now taking place.
The third edition of the ExxonMobil Ghana Global Super League runs from July 23rd to August 1 at the Ghana National Stadium in Providence. 6 champion franchises from around the world will compete for the title, with defending champions, the Ghana Amazon Warriors, opening their campaign against Australia's Hobart Hurricanes on Thursday evening, after the tournaments opened between the New Zealand Central Stags and the Dubai Capitals earlier the same day. Travis Moore for NCN Sport.
Thank you, Travis. More cricket news. New Zealand has secured the one-day international series against the West Indies after edging the hosts by 1 wicket in a tense 4th ODI at the Kensington Oval in Barbados. Here is more.
After winning the toss and electing to field, New Zealand bundled out the West Indies for just 188 in 44.4 overs. The hosts struggled from the onset with Akeem Augustus scoring 33 and Amir Jangu top scoring with 51. Gogadesh Moti added a late 41, but no other batter passed 15 as wickets fell regularly. Matt Fisher started with the ball for New Zealand, claiming 3 wickets, while Mitchell Sandner and Michael Bracewell picked up 2 each. Chasing 189, New Zealand were also tested after slipping to 46 for 3. Mark Chapman anchored the innings with a match-winning 80 from 82 balls, while Michael Bracewell made 32 and Sandner chipped in with 34 to steer the visitors to 189 for 9 in 44.4 overs and an unassailable 3-1 lead in the series. Jangu said he was pleased with his half-century but disappointed it came in defeat.
Pretty pleased with my performance, but having said that, would have liked for it to be in a winning cause. Very difficult result, tough pill to swallow. But yeah, it just wasn't good enough on the day. We have one more game of cricket to play. We got some amazing support from the Bajan supporters today, so I think we have to come out, play with pride, even get a win.
The teams meet again on Tuesday at the Kensington Oval in Barbados with the 5th and final ODI starting at 14 hours 30. Travis Seymour for NCN Sport.
Spain are world champions of the FIFA World Cup 2026 after defeating Argentina 1-0 in extra time. Substitute Ferran Torres scored the decisive goal in the 106th minute after Argentina were reduced to 10 men following Enzo Fernandez's stoppage time red card. The victory secured Spain its 2nd World Cup title, adding to their Euro 2024 crown. In individual awards, Kylian Mbappe claimed the Golden Boot with 10 goals, while Spain captain Rodri won the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Mbappe also became the men's all-time leading World Cup scorer with 22 career goals. Guyana's women's basketball team ended its FIBA Women's AmeriCup Central Basket Qualifiers campaign with a 92-87 overtime loss to host Nicaragua. After trailing by as many as 30 points, Guyana produced a spirited comeback, briefly taking a 74-72 lead late in the 4th quarter to force overtime. However, Kiyomi McMillan scored 33 points and Giselle Gamble added 25 to steer Nicaragua to victory. For Guyana, Anaya David led the way with 23 points, while Ava Thomas scored 20 and Joy Adams added 18. FIDE Master Anthony Drayton and candidate Master Tafin Khan will represent Guyana at the 25th Central American and Caribbean Games Chess Championships in Santo Domingo from July 25 to 28. The pair will compete in the rapid and blitz events against players from 17 countries before turning their attention to the 46th Chess Olympiad in Uzbekistan this September. Plaisance FC are the new East Demerara Football Association under-13 champions after topping the standings at the end of the youth ensemble competition. Buxton Stars FC finished runners-up, with both teams qualifying for the Guyana Football Federation under-13 National Championship. Emperor Rogers of Melanie FC was named Most Valuable Player, while Jaden Havakombi claimed the Golden Boot and Ezekiel Kingston was named Best Goalkeeper. And that's sports. But before we go, patients at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation are now benefiting from faster, high-quality CT imaging with the commissioning of a new $282 million CT scanner. The new equipment delivers clearer images, improves diagnostic accuracy, enhances patient safety, and speeds up examinations.